Belle, llegas justo a tiempo. ¿Qué pasa? ¿De qué están hablando? No es nada, solo estoy un poco preocupada por mi hermano. No le des tantas vueltas a lo mismo, quizás tiene algo que hacer. Espero que sea eso. Ah, cierto, hice unos pasteles de osmanto antes para animarme. No sé si serán de tu agrado, pero ¿te gustaría probarlos? Dicho esto, acerca aún más hacia ti el pastel de osmanto que sostiene entre las manos, con los ojos llenos de expectación. A ver.
Wow, your osmanthus cakes are so good. So soft. But it's a little too sweet?
¿Y no se supone que debe de ser dulce un pastel o qué? Lo dulce también es muy buena.
It is a bit sweet, but there's nothing wrong with a little sweetness. Really? Sorry, I guess I added too much sugar. I'll make it much better for you next time. There's no need to be so nervous, Xiaoguang. It's already delicious. I'm glad you like it.
But I've always wondered, why do you like osmanthus cakes so much?
Actually, I just like anything related to osmanthus. I remember a long time ago, when I just joined Yunquei Summit, there was a dessert shop on the corner of a nearby street. They made amazing osmanthus cakes there, so I always pestered my brother to get some for me. But for some reason, I ended up with a stomachache every time I ate them. So my brother eventually stopped me from eating them. Then I decided to try making osmanthus cakes myself. So long as I made sure to use the right amount of the right ingredients, I was fine.
La mirada de Sungwan se llena de nostalgia por aquellos tiempos sencillos y además de se percibe en ella una ligera obstinación que no quiere mostrar a los demás. Sin embargo, mientras disfrutan de los pasteles de osmanto, la Shifu Fufu llega repentinamente con mucha prisa.
So this is where you were. Senior Fufu, you're back. Yeah, we heard something happened again in Wi-Fi, so we hurried back as fast as we could. We just got here today. But never mind that. I just got word something strange has appeared over at Sailoon Bay. We should go take a look.
Llegas a la bahía Salumen junto con la Shifu Fufu. Oh, Dios mío. ¿Qué hace una flor etérea fuera de un vacío? Es la primera vez que veo una flor así. Tal vez sea una especie nueva, una flor ornamental. No es tan fácil de encontrar. No es no de muy fácil cuidado. Y si hay algún que... Oh, que la... Y si hay algún problema, los maestros del Pináculo Yunquei nos ayudarán, ¿no? Algo así. Con solo mirarla me siento mucho mejor. Última hora, han descubierto una planta desconocida de los altos de Falume. Les traeremos la última noticia. Esa flor blanca me resulta familiar. Maestro Lu, ¿qué? Nunca lo había visto antes. Estas son las flores blancas de entonces. Tú también estás aquí. Estas flores blancas se parecen mucho a las que vimos en la cavidad. Y cuando te acercas a ella, sientes una sensación de comodidad. Debe de ser el mismo tipo de flor blanca. Eso no suena nada bien. Espero que solo me esté preocupando de más. Sungwan se agacha y toca con cuidado los pétalos de las flores blancas. Al instante, su rostro se llena de asombro y preocupación.
How is this possible? Those strange white flowers we saw inside the hollow are showing up out here, too. And is it just my imagination? Or does it somehow feel like the Qingming sword is reacting to them?
Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Same. They look exactly like the ones in my memory. If only Ishu and Shifu were here. She'd know what to make of this.
With everything that's happening in Phylum Heights, it's only right for the High Preceptor to report directly to the mayor. That's her duty.
Un hombre de expresión severa vestido con el uniforme del pináculo se encuentra allí de pie, aunque nadie sabe desde cuándo. Su mirada aguda como la de un águila recorre las flores blancas del suelo antes de posarse sobre Sun Wang.
And including, of course, the mess your brother caused. Yes, Yun. He's brought shame upon Yunquay Summit.
Mr. Liu! My brother, he's just...
Yes, Guang. Facts are facts. There is no arguing them. But remember this. The two of you walk different paths. You have your own burden to bear. Since you've inherited the Qingming sword, you must carry everything it represents. That is your destiny.
Excuse me, but who might you be?
Sorry, I forgot to introduce him. He's Yunquay Summit's current...
I am Lu Hengzhou. I know who you are. Yishuan's new disciple. As for these flowers, they've already been reported. So far, they seem harmless, exhibiting no signs of aggression. They're structurally fragile and ordinary in every way.
No, they're not. I've seen these flowers before, back when the old capital fell, and... we also found a ton of them deep inside Limnian Hollow. The weird thing is, whenever we approached them, it seemed to weaken the effects of the corruption.
Is that so? Then just to be safe, you may clear these flowers away for now.
Okay, I'll try.
Sun Wang alza su espada y un destello atraviesa el aire. Al instante, las flores blancas frente a ella se desintegran, reducidas a cenizas que se esparcen con el viento. Son más frágiles de lo que habías imaginado. ¿Serán realmente plantas normales?
Mr. Liu, please believe me. These flowers aren't as simple as they look. There's something deeper going on. We can't just let them spread like this.
You're not usually this persistent. Is it because of what you've been through lately? Or have you met someone special who's made you start questioning things?
Liu Song parece mirarte por un instante. ¿O habrá sido imaginación tuya?
No, that's not it. I just feel like this is too important to ignore.
All right. Tomorrow evening, I shall gather all the relevant people. We'll meet at the temple.
Thank you.
Of course, this isn't only about the flowers. It's also time to come to a final verdict on your brother's actions. I'll need to review everything and make a statement that does right by the disciples of Yunquei Summit.
I understand.
Good. That's all I needed to hear. Ye Guang, never ever forget who you are, or the duty that comes with your gift and your sword.
Liu Shuang se da la vuelta para marcharse. Al pasar junto a ti, se detiene un momento y en un murmullo que solo ustedes dos oyen, dice:
Let's hope your presence in her life brings strength, not burden.
Sorry you had to see that. Mr. Liu's always been that way. He takes Yunquei Summit's honor more seriously than anything. But I'm sure he didn't mean any harm.
So, who exactly is this Mr. Liu? Is he one of our seniors at Yunquei Summit or something?
He's an elder of Yunquei Summit. He's the one who manages everything when Ishu and Shifu's not around.
An elder? But I heard that Ishu and Shifu was the only one from Yunquei Summit who survived the Phylum Heights incident back then.
Well, he's more of a guardian than a fighter. Back when everyone left the mountain, he was tasked with making sure the disciples' families were safe. That's how he survived the disaster. I didn't think he'd come here, too. Guess that means whatever's happening lately really is serious.
Feels like he's kinda strict with you.
Well, he always says that since I inherited the Qingming sword, I must live up to that title that comes with the responsibility. He's just got high expectations for me. Alright, enough of that. It's getting late and I need to prepare for tomorrow's meeting. Oh right, the osmanthus cakes! They turned out a little off this time, but next time I'll make the perfect batch for you to try. It's a promise, okay?
Sus ojos brillantes te miran y como si por fin hubieran hubiera reunido el valor, extiende el dedo meñique hacia ti, extiende las manos y ambas entrelazan los meñiques en señal de juramento. En ese momento, su sonrisa florece de verdad. Satisfecha, retira la mano y hace un gesto de despedida.
See you tomorrow.
Sungwan se da la vuelta y desaparece con ligereza por la esquina como cualquier chica normal, pero por alguna razón, al ver su silueta alejarse, no puedes evitar pensar que lleva sobre los hombros una carga mucho más pesada de lo que imagina. La chispa que alumbra la noche. Tras la noche, pronto llega la hora acordada para la reunión. Ya que es hora de la reunión, debería ir al salón principal del templo Bien. ¿Qué es esto? Encargo del sistema caducado. Oh. Resultado de sintonización. Oh, oh, oh.
Apóyame en Streamloots. https://.
Una reunión en el pináculo. Nos han invitado sin importar quiénes seamos, lo que importa es resolver esto. Maestro Lu, vamos a discutir el tema de las flores. Ya he pedido a los discípulos que se encarguen de las flores. Ajá. Ya ve. No es tema principal de la próxima reunión. Oh, bueno. Al llegar al salón principal del templo, descubres que todos están allí. Ya, todos salvo Ishuan, que por distintos motivos solo puede participar en la reunión a través de comunicación remota. Sungwan permanece de pie a un lado con la cabeza baja, jugueteando con el dobladillo de su ropa.
Since everyone's here, let's begin. The purpose of this meeting is to gather what we know, review the current situation, and discuss what to do with Yeshu Yun.
My apologies, everyone. It is a little inconvenient for me, so I'll have to join you like this. When I heard what happened with Shuyin some time ago, I had planned to return to Phylum Heights immediately, but I received an urgent mission from the mayor. There's been an abnormal disturbance inside Hollow Zero, and as manpower was insufficient, Section 6 and I were sent to deal with it. It's a complicated matter and still has yet to be resolved. I am unable to leave at this time.
Rayos.
Mr. Liu has given me a rundown of the situation regarding the creator. The situation is dire, so I've also shared this information with the mayor. However, my information is likely not complete. As such, I would like each of you who was there to briefly recount what happened so we can make the most accurate judgment possible.
Long story short, that Miss Sarah from the Exaltists was behind a whole string of events. Her real goal was to awaken the creator. Meanwhile, Ye Shuyin's so-called partnership with Sarah was just a cover. What he really wanted was to destroy the creature before it could fully awaken. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. He overestimated himself, and in the end he was possessed by the creator's power. We ended up having to fight him.
Thanks to Xiaoguang's assistance at a crucial moment, we were able to subdue the monster under the creator's control and awaken Yeshu Yuan.
Todo ha sido gracias a Sungwan. Por suerte contamos con el poder de la espada Qinming.
Good thing we had the Qingming sword. It made it possible for us to take that monster down and save Senior Ye.
So I've heard. Xiaoguang, you ended up using the power of the Qingming sword after all, didn't you?
I'm sorry, Shifu.
When you inherited the Qingming sword, I told you, unless it's a matter of life and death, you must never draw it from its case or tap into its power source.
Y fue esa la situación indicada para desenfundar la espada.
But my brother's
Consigue
life was
cofres
hanging
para
by a
estar.
thread, and my friends were in danger. Please, Shifu, tell me, what situation could possibly be more dire than that?
Xiaoguang, I'm not blaming you. It's just, more than saving others, I'd rather you learn to protect yourself. Let's leave it here for now. Anyone else have something to add?
Though we ultimately prevailed, Yeshu Yuan left on his own in the chaos. We have no information on his whereabouts.
I've also been informed of that. I'll see what I can do to locate him.
High Preceptor, Yeshu Yun colluded with the Exaltists, endangered Phylum Heights, and brought shame upon Yunquay Summit. Surely this can't be brushed aside with just a vague locate him, can it?
You probably don't know this, but before I left, I sent the Qingming bird to Lemnian Hollow to search for him. But the poor thing got trapped there by the Exaltists and only just made it back. When I examined the bird, I realized Shuyan had been trying to send me messages about the creator, but they never got through. So no, Shuyan never really sided with the Exaltists or betrayed Yunquay Summit, and that's exactly why we need to find him. Hear what he has to say, face to face.
My brother must have had his own reasons for everything he did. I know he'd never betray us.
Whatever the case, Yeshu Yuan has done real damage to Yunquei Summit's reputation. Still, the details can wait until he returns. We'll deal with it properly then.
I take it you two are finished now? Then let me add something. When Sarah tried to summon the creator, we saw this really weird black mist appear. And the strange thing is, we couldn't even hit it. Our attacks went right through.
Couldn't hit it.
That black mist is a formless entity. To harm it, you must condense it into a tangible state, just like the creature the creator commanded.
I see it now. That black mist must be the true form of the creator's power. I've already discussed this with the mayor. He plans to conduct a discreet investigation through his own channels. For now, we're to stay put. Especially you, Xiaoguang. You need to stay in the temple and focus on recovering. Don't take any more risks.
But Shifu's right, Xiaoguang. You fainted before, remember? You really can't keep pushing yourself like this anymore.
Yeah, Xiaoguang. Since both Shifu and the mayor are stepping in, we can finally take a little break.
The power of the Qingming sword is both the pride of Yunquei Summit and the burden of its wielder. Right now is not the time for it to be drawn. You must cherish this power, and use it for the sake of many, not to serve your own feelings. So, I agree with the High Preceptor's decision. Yeshunguang, you need to rest.
Escuchemos lo que tiene que decir Sungwang.
How about we let Xiaoguang speak for herself first? She's the one who's actually going through all this.
Thank you, Junior.
Sungwang te mira con una expresión de agradecimiento. Después respira hondo como si estuviera reuniendo todo su valor y enfrenta la mirada de todos los presentes.
I want to help with the investigation too. Even without drawing the sword, there must be something I can still do. Please, let me.
No.
Come on.
I've already said this before. If you want to avoid the sword's negative effects, you must stay away from anything related to it. This isn't up for debate. If there are no objections, I'll take my leave here.
Since the High Preceptor has spoken, this meeting is concluded. Thank you all for your cooperation.
Un silencio asfixiante impregna el aire. Los hombros de Sungwan se hunden ligeramente mientras se apresura a limpiarse la mejilla con la mano, como si quisiera borrar algún rastro de ella. Entonces, sin pedir palabra alguna y evitando la mirada del resto, sale corriendo sola. Bueno, ya es hora de que volvamos. Esperemos que todo salga bien. La portadora de la espada Queen Min no debería ser tan infantil. Maestro, ¿no cree que está siendo demasiado estricto con la hermana... con la Junior Sungwan? Yeling, parece que dentro del Pináculo Yunkui hay bastante drama. El Pináculo Yunkui y Krampus, definitivamente sus estilos son muy diferentes. ¿Qué tal te sientes en Krampus, Benjue? Me estoy acostumbrando, gracias por preguntar. Benjue ahora es un elemento clave en Krampus. Alguien tan poderoso y además honesto y confiable como él es un recurso escaso. Por supuesto que teníamos que hacernos con él cuanto antes. Ah, por cierto, parece que Sao se está encargando de una misión importante recientemente. Seguro que nos necesitará. Será mejor que nos preparemos. ¿Sao? Así es, Sao es una persona muy ocupada y además cuenta con la confianza absoluta de la jefa. Te cuento un secreto, incluso tiene un título extravagante, la leyenda invencible de Krampus. Dicen que después de dicen que desde que se unió a Krampus por recomendación de su superior, no ha fallado ni una sola de las misiones que le han asignado. Ya veo, la señorita Sao es verdaderamente excepcional. Uf, qué raro me resulta que la llames señorita. Vaya, se está haciendo tarde, ya es hora de que Banjo y yo volvamos a Krampus. Hasta luego, Proxy. Nos retiramos. Dielin y Banjo se van primero. A ver, antes de... no. Como portadora de la espada Kunming, Ye Sungwan debería asumir más responsabilidades. Con ese comportamiento está avergonzando al pináculo Yunkai. Pero la hermana de Sungwan no quería convertirse en la portadora de la espada. Es tan joven todavía. Absurdo, convertirse en la portadora de la espada es un honor inmenso y debería ser el objetivo de todos los discípulos del pináculo Yunkai. Ojalá Ishuan o yo hubiéramos sido los elegidos como portadores de la espada. Qué lástima. Dejemos eso por ahora. Tenemos cosas que hacer. Lleva a alguno de los discípulos a encargarse de esas extrañas flores blancas en los altos de Falume. Sungwan estaba especialmente preocupada por esas flores blancas. Seguramente hay una razón para ello. En cualquier caso, confiaré en el juicio de la portadora de la espada Kunming sobre el peligro. En cuanto a la investigación sobre el poder del creador, me encargaré personalmente de llevarla a cabo. Entendido, maestro Lu. Me encargaré de ello ahora mismo. Le Gensuo y Pan Jinho se marchan juntos. Y pues nosotros qué, ¿no? Como que fuimos omitidos en la conversación.
Belle, I'm still not entirely at ease. Even if Xiaoguang seems fine now, we can't rule out that the Qiming Sword's effects could worsen. It won't be good if she really does lose all of her memory. Maybe we should reach out to Yishan Shifu again.
Right. But reaching out to Shifu directly might be disruptive. She's had her hands full lately. Let's consult Senior Fufu first.
Encuentran a Fufu y le expresan su preocupación por la posible pérdida de memoria de Sungwan. Para su sorpresa, ella también está muy angustiada por ese asunto. Después de deliberar entre los tres, Fufu contacta con Ishuan.
Shifu, we're really worried about Xiaoguang. If she really does start showing signs of memory loss, is there anything we can do?
There's nothing we can do. According to the records of past sword wielders, memory loss itself is a warning sign. Once it begins, the erosion caused by the Qingming sword only grows stronger, and after that, there's no turning back.
No way!
But, based on my studies, as long as the case remains intact and Xiaoguang refrains from drawing on the sword's core power, its influence on her can, in theory, be contained. So you must keep a close eye on her condition. Whatever happens, she must never use that sword the way she did before.
Understood. We'll keep a close watch on her.
And about what I said during the meeting earlier, I was too harsh. I didn't think about how it would make her feel. I know she only wanted to help. But after my sister... After what happened to my sister, I can't lose another person to that sword. Especially not my own disciple, someone I'm supposed to protect. If only the Qingming sword had chosen me instead.
Please don't blame yourself, Shifu. I know you only said those things because you're worried about Xiaoguang. I'm sure she'll understand too.
¿La espada Kunming elige a su dueña?
Hold on a second. That means the Qingming sword actually chooses its own master?
Yes, that's right. The Qingming sword chose every one of its masters. Only those it accepts can resonate with it and wield its power. But even after all these years, no one has figured out what that sword looks for. It doesn't seem tied to strength, talent, or anything measurable. Back when Xiaoguang and Shiyan joined Yunquei Summit, Mr. Liu thought Shiyan showed far greater potential. I once guessed the Qingming sword might choose people with a certain kind of constitution, but that doesn't explain why it passed over me, when my constitution is far closer to my sister's, and chose Xiaoguang instead. We know far too little about this sword.
Sorry if this sounds blunt, but if we already knew the tragic fate of the Qingming sword's wielders, why let Xiaoguang inherit it?
This was my mistake. One I'll never be able to forgive myself for.
Pues, ¿por qué?
After my sister's accident, I devoted everything I had to studying how to suppress the sword's side effects. When I finally succeeded with the case, I naively thought that would be enough, and that the sword could be tamed. So, I let my guard down. Back then, Xiaoguang had only just joined the sect. She was still a curious child. One day, when she was playing behind the mountain, she wandered into an off-limit area where the case was kept. All it took was one touch, and the sword chose her. Once the bond is formed, it can't be undone until the Keeper's death. If only I'd been more careful with its safekeeping. The case had been successful, and I let my pride dull my vigilance. None of this would have happened.
I've heard about it. According to Elder Liu, it was just an accident. No one could have known that something as simple as a touch would form a bond. Instead of blaming anyone, maybe we should focus on what to do next. The way she looked just now, she must be really hurting inside.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Leaving her alone with her thoughts right now probably isn't helping. How about I go talk to her?
I still have something I need to take care of, so if you could go keep her company, that'd be perfect. Xiaoguang really adores you, you know. Having you by her side will make her feel so much better.
Please, when you see her, tell her I'm sorry. Tell her it's my fault.
Ishuan suspira y cuelga el teléfono. Fufu y Wise también tienen cosas que hacer, así que no tardan en marcharse. No hay tiempo que perder, será mejor que vaya a la habitación de Sungwan para hablar con ella. Sungwan no está en su habitación. Me preguntó a dónde habrá ido. Hay un cuaderno sobre el escritorio, parece ser el diario de Sungwan. ¿Debería echar un vistazo? Darle un vistazo. Abres el diario y echas un vistazo. Está lleno de grandes párrafos de texto, como si su dueña estuviera intentando documentar algo con gran detalle. Como te sientes algo culpable por leerlo, no te fijas bien en el contenido. Al final acabas cerrando el diario rápidamente. Quizás no debería leerlo si es la nueva entrada del diario de Sungwang. En ese momento una voz familiar resuena repentinamente a tus espaldas. Parece sorprendida y algo agitada.
Belle? What are you doing here?
He oído unos sonidos extraños. Estoy un poco preocupado por ti.
You looked kinda down just now, so I got worried and thought I'd come check up on you.
De repente, un gato naranja y regordete sale de una esquina de la habitación. El animal las mira y suelta un miau presumido antes de escabullirse con aire altanero entre sus pies. Al parecer, ese pequeñín es el responsable de los extraños ruidos que habías oído.
Thank you. I'm fine, really. But you... my diary?
Solo les di un vistazo general.
I'm sorry. I actually caught a glimpse.
Huh? Wait, what exactly did you see?
Nada. Antes de que pudieras decir nada, una voz familiar resuena a tus espaldas.
Oh, you're both here! Perfect. I was just about to go looking for you. Xiaoguang, about what happened at the meeting. Shifu asked us to pass on her apology.
I know. She's only being strict because she cares. I understand that.
Un destello de melancolía cruza el rostro de Sungwan, pero ella lo oculta rápidamente y en su lugar muestra una sonrisa familiar y dócil, como si nada hubiera pasado.
Anyway, thank you, both of you, for worrying about me.
No tienes que ser siempre tan considerada, es normal que te sientas molesta.
You know, Xiaoguang, you don't have to be so considerate all the time. It's okay to feel bothered, to get upset. If I were in your shoes, I'd be hurt too. It's totally normal, really. Everyone feels that way sometimes. So, don't keep blaming yourself, okay?
Thank you, really. I get it. Don't worry, I'm okay.
All right. Shifu also asks us to do something else. A little test for you, actually. She just wants to make sure your memory's still doing fine. Just answer whatever feels right, okay?
Uh-huh? A test? Alright then.
I don't know everything you two have been through, so I'll let you do the asking. Just 3 questions will be enough.
Ok. Preguntar qué comimos en el té inmortal, preguntar cómo fue nuestro primer encuentro.
Let's see. When we first met, what were you doing?
When we first met... If you mean at Suibian Temple, I think I was trying to rescue that chubby orange cat.
Looks like you got the first one right. So let's move on to question 2.
Adivinaciones.
When you were doing fortune reading for everyone, what role were you pretending to be?
The acting temple master. And Bow Lion was there helping out, and then I ran into you.
Right again! Now on to the final question.
¿Cómo te gusta que te llamen?
Last question. What do you like being called the most?
Wait, isn't this question a bit too sudden?
I know the answer to this one. It's that...
Senior?
Whoa! The wind totally drowned you out! Didn't really hear you. Mind saying that a bit louder?
It's... Senior! Aw, you're teasing me again.
Perfect. Seems like your memory's just fine. That really puts my mind at ease.
Pero esos son recuerdos tempranos. Preguntémosle algo que ni ella sepa.
It's getting late, so I'll head out first. You two get some rest, all right?
Fufu se despide y se marcha. Ahora que solo quedan Sungwan y tú en la habitación, la atmósfera se vuelve algo extraña. Justo cuando piensas en buscar una excusa para volver a tu habitación, Sungwan te detiene. Todavía no he tenido la oportunidad de darte las gracias por cómo es debido. Gracias por defenderme en la reunión. La verdad es que no pude hacer mucho. Gracias a ti tuve el valor de decir también quiero participar en la investigación en voz alta. Para mí esto ya es un gran progreso. Soy bastante inútil, ¿verdad? No hables así, Sungwan, ya has hecho un gran trabajo. Sé que la Chifu y todos en el pináculo Yunkui se preocupan por mí, pero no puedo evitar sentir que me tratan como si fuera un cristal que se rompe con el más mínimo roce. Me limpian con sumo cuidado, me protegen y no permiten que sufra ni el más mínimo rasguño. Pero más que ser protegida, lo que realmente quiero es estar al lado de todos. Es un pensamiento egoísta e inmaduro, ¿verdad? Cuando todos intentan ayudarme... Perdón por desahogarme contigo. No pasa nada. Puedes hablar conmigo sobre cualquier cosa, en cualquier momento. Gracias. Por cierto, ¿has estado practicando últimamente las habilidades aprendidas aquí? Si tienes alguna duda, puedes preguntarme a mí. Te enseñaré paso a paso. Ah, no me había dado cuenta de que ya era tan tarde. Bueno, no te quitaré más tiempo. ¿Nos vemos mañana? Sí, nos vemos mañana. Sun Wan agita la mano con fuerza en tu dirección, con una sonrisa que se ve especialmente dulce bajo la luz de la luna. Después de despedirte de Sun Wan, regresas a tu habitación a descansar. La noche de hoy parece especialmente tranquila y hermosa. Será mejor tomarse un descanso. Después de un día ajetreado, rápidamente te sumerges en un dulce sueño, y entonces, mientras duermes profundamente, de repente escuchas a alguien llamándote por tu nombre. Al final te levantas a regañadientes.
It's already so late. Who in the world would come looking for me now?
Hey.
Did I really see that? That shadowy figure? Was it just my imagination? Whatever. I'll just follow it and see what's going on. There's nothing here. This is Swabian Temple. No evil spirit would dare show up here. It's probably just a thief.
Damn it.
Oh, there's a cat over there. I'll go take a look.
Este es el gato naranja que Sun Wan rescató cuando la conocí por primera vez. Parece que ha visto algo. ¿Detrás de mí? Tienes la sensación de que realmente hay algo detrás de ti.
Huh? Is someone there?
¿En serio?
Junior. Finally, we meet again.
Wait, I know you.
Surprised? Thought I was your sweet, well-behaved senior? Too bad. The one standing here now is a beast who just wants to survive. I've been waiting for you for such a long time, my dear Junior.
Sun Wan, ¿eres tú? Tú eres la que apareció después de que Sun Wan usara la espada Kunming.
You're the one that appeared after she used the Qingming sword, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Your memory's sharp. That's right. I am your senior, Ye Shengguang, through and through.
¿Eres su otra personalidad?
Could it be? You're a split personality?
If that makes it easier for you, feel free to think of me as such. I'm the one she hides under that perfect, obedient mask. The one she refuses to admit exists, but can't erase her other half. If she's the light, then I'm her shadow. If she's the saint high above, then I'm the one crawling through the dirt. She's willing to use that sword, that cursed power, to save everyone, to play the hero. Funny. But me? I just want to live. How can you save others when you can't even save yourself? It's all just a story people make up to feel moved by their own sacrifice. The stupidest lie ever told.
No estoy de acuerdo con tu punto de vista. Lo que dices tiene... Oh, ay, Dios. Ah. Bueno, tienes razón, pero en parte nada más, ¿eh?
I get where you're coming from. I just don't want to see her hurt herself for the sake of helping everyone else. That's not fair to her.
Fair, you say? You're the very first person who's ever said that word to me. I like it. No wonder she thinks you're so special. But let me tell you something. Every chosen heir of the Qingming sword is expected to become a hero. And yet, people are selfish by nature. Behind every noble reason hides an ugly truth. People want heroes. They raise their banners high, but all they really want is someone else to take the fall. A shield to stand in front of them. Someone to die in their place. But when that hero burns out, when she's spent everything she has, what then? Oh, they'll build a monument, offer flowers, shed a few pretty tears, write poems about her glory. And then they'll wait for the next fool to pick up the sword, to become the new hero. No one ever cares about the person beneath that title, the one who bleeds, who trembles, who cries. So tell me, if one day that hero stood before everyone and said, "It hurts, I can't do this anymore, I just want to live," what do you think would happen?
A quienes protege se le alzarían en contra. Ajá. Ninguna de las dos opciones representa mi opinión.
I don't know. But everyone has the right to make their own choice.
I like your honesty.
Sungwan se acerca repentinamente hacia ti y sientes como su aliento cálido te roza la oreja.
The truth is, from the moment that sword chose me, I knew exactly what I wanted. To be anything but a hero. I refuse to die before the world does.
Los dedos de Sungwan te rozan suavemente la mejilla, dejando a su paso una ligera sensación de frescor. Sungwan te mira con una sonrisa entre burlona y divertida.
Oh, did I scare you? Don't worry. I just needed some air. She'll be back very soon. How about I let you in on a little secret? This outfit? I picked it out for her. Pretty, isn't it? Looks like it's about time. She's waking up. Guess we'll talk again soon.
Wait! I still have tons of questions to ask you!
Antes de que puedas terminar de hablar, la extraña Sungwan de pelo blanco que está enfrente a ti cierra los ojos como si se hubiera quedado sin batería. Momentos después, la figura familiar que tenías ante ti por fin regresa.
Belle? What happened to me?
Espera, juraría que acabo de dormirme. ¿Estoy soñando? Oh, Junior Bell, ¿tú también estás aquí? Sungwan, ¿eres sonámbula? Acabo de ver a tu otra tú. ¿Otra yo? ¿Qué quieres decir? ¿Tú también has tenido algún sueño raro? Tengo mucho sueño. Debería ir a descansar, si no, mañana por la mañana tendré unas ojeras enormes. Buenas noches, Junior Bell. Parece que Sungwa no recuerda nada sobre su otra yo. Por lo general no deberíamos evitar provocarla en una situación como esta, si no las cosas podrían ponerse feas. Debería hablar con la hermana Fufu sobre esto mañana. Después de tanto ajetreo te duermes enseguida. Momento. Wow, este es un quinto acto muy extenso. Más bien, sexto acto. Momento otra vez. Ahora sí. ¿Qué tenemos aquí en temperatura? Ah, todo normal. Creo.
It's our teacher, Carol Arna?
In search of clues about our teacher, we set out under the mayor's orders as apprentice disciples of Ryunkoi Summit to investigate the abnormal hollow activity in Waifei Peninsula. But we never expected to uncover traces of the Exaltists behind it all.
Evil shall be purged! Hurry up! We're running out of time!
you the one who saved me from despair?
And through that, we learned the origin of Yunquei Summit's tragedy, the Qingming Sword.
Losing your senses and memories. That's a tremendous cost.
If you want to sever the connection between your sister and that sword, then the Creator is the only hope for you.
Give me back my brother! I am Ye Guang, wielder of the Qingming Sword of Yunquei Summit. Shifu, my brother, Wise, Belle, and everyone else. I must remember all the beautiful moments we shared together. I have to remember.
Hay recapitulación de aquí.
The license agreement has been signed. Together, we will make new Eridu.
It doesn't look like an ethereal, but it doesn't look like a corrupted human either. This creature might bring us closer to the truth behind the fall of the old capital.
Meaning, there might be a mole in public security.
But the mastermind behind everything is also waiting and watching, and wanted to silence anyone who knew their identity.
Luckily, we were helped by a lot of people along the way, and we're finally approaching the heart of the conspiracy. Section 6. Operation Start. So, you are the culprit?
How could I possibly lose to you?
However... Answer us! Where did you take our teacher?
The day the old capital fell, it was that giant white hand that took her away. And so the trail sank beneath the water once more. But deep down, we can feel it. This is only the beginning of our story.
The test is complete. Elixir P07 confirmed effective. May the Creator refine him.
Reyes, ya casi termina el año. ¿Qué onda, Bruna Isaac? Chururiu. La estación son organizaciones formadas por proxies con intereses afines. Al unirte a una estación podrás chatear con otros proxies a través del canal. Ajá. Cada proxy puede crear un máximo de una estación. Después de crear una estación hay un periodo de 24 horas en el que no se podrá crear una nueva. Pueden unirse proxies a estaciones mediante invitación o descubriéndolas. Los proxies pueden aceptar invitaciones de otros para unirse a una estación o buscar estaciones cuyo acceso no sea solo por invitación usando la ID de la estación. Se pueden buscar. Bueno. Ajá. A seguir con la historia. Este es un último acto muy extenso. Dura como unas 8 horas. Bueno, entre 6 a 8 horas. Porque aparte van a introducirme a una nueva función. ¿Qué te pasa? Parece que pareces tener algo en mente. Bueno, que sigues haciendo directo. Con cada directo aumenta la calidad y es difícil mejorar el... Gracias, Bruno. ¿Qué te pasa? Pareces tener algo en mente. Quería preguntarte por Sungwang. Es sobre Sungwang. Pregunta lo que quiera, responderé lo mejor que pueda. ¿Es sonámbula? ¿Cómo está de salud mental? La salud mental de Sungwang debería estar bien, ¿verdad? No importa lo que le digamos, ella siempre responde con una sonrisa amable. Pero con todo lo que ha pasado últimamente debe estar bajo mucha presión. Si ha pasado algo debería ser solo temporal. ¿Podría ser la espada Queen Ming? Tiene razón, si es por la influencia de la espada Queen Ming, entonces tenemos un problema serio entre manos. Por si acaso será mejor que lo confirme con la maestra. Te contaré lo que me diga. La Fufu regresa a la habitación para contactar con Ishuan. Justo cuando estás a punto de buscar a Chungwang, se produce un alboroto en la entrada del templo Sibian. Oh.
Hello again, everyone. Remember me? I'm Jill from Krampus Compliance Authority. Yup, that Judgment Division of Tops. The one that makes all the bad guys run for cover. And this lovely young lady must be the rising star of Yunkwei Summit.
A ver. Momento, que estoy buscando algo acá.
The current keeper of the Qingming sword herself. We've never really had the chance to properly get acquainted, have we?
Hello. I'm Yashunguang. It's nice to meet you, Miss Zhao from Krampus.
Honestly, the honor's all mine. Finally meeting the legend herself in
Apóyame en
person.
Streamloots. https
You know,
diagonal.
there are people out there secretly placing bets that you'll become new Eridu's next VoidHunter. They're saying stuff like she'll be the one to restore Yunkoi Summit's former glory and all that.
What? Oh, I'm not that amazing. I just...
Oh, no need to be modest. For someone as gifted and talented as you, someone who turns heads just by walking in the crowd, being too modest could be considered arrogance.
Please don't say things like that.
I'm kidding. Don't take it too seriously. Still, you're the chosen one, aren't you? And we also have Miss Belle here. Lovely to see you again, too.
Is it just me? Or does Miss Zhao seem kinda different today?
Oh, looks like you're still getting to know me. My attitude always depends on the relationship, you know.
Ah, antes éramos desconocidos, pero ahora que pasamos sus pruebas, nos trata más amigablemente, ¿no?
Like today, I came all the way here with a bunch of carefully chosen gifts just to see you guys. But aside from these little goodies, I also brought something you'll definitely want. Information about Mr. Ye Shuyan.
You mean my brother?
Uh-huh. So, tell me, don't I make a pretty great guest?
You said you have news about my brother? Wait, do you actually know where he is?
Don't get all worked up, Missy. Rushing won't get you anywhere. But your instincts are spot on. I do happen to have a lead on your brother's whereabouts.
Where is he? Please tell me.
Well, that's not very professional of you.
Oh, rayos.
In business, it all comes down to equal exchange. I give you what you want, and you give me what I want. Fair, efficient, and perfectly transparent. Barging in and asking for something before offering a trade? That's some questionable manners, don't you think?
I'm sorry.
She's just really worried. It's her brother we're talking about. So, what's your condition? What do you want from us?
Now we're talking, Proxy. A new unknown area has appeared in Lemnian Hollow, and I'm heading there to investigate. That's why I'm here.
An unknown area?
Correct. And to sweeten the deal, I'll throw in a bonus. According to the latest observation data, the area covered by Lemnian Hollow has expanded by approximately 0.002%, accompanied by abnormal miasma activity. This occurred right after your battle with Ye Shuyan ended. So, my theory is that there's some kind of abnormal miasma in that newly emerged unknown area, which is causing Lemnian Hollow to expand. I need your help investigating it.
But why me? If you need help from a proxy, I get that, but what can I do for you?
Because you're the current keeper of the Qingming Sword. And I've heard a few interesting tidbits from Dylan, like how the Qingming Sword reacts oddly near the Hollow Steps, and how it was the sword's power that ultimately saved Ye Shuyuan. Also, did those white flowers that appeared in Weifei cause a strange reaction from the sword? Like some sort of resonance.
That's right. The Qingming sword started trembling when we came into contact with those flowers. Wait, how did you know?
I'm just connecting the dots on what we know so far. If my guess is right, the power of that sword, this new area, and the entire Lemnian Hollow are all connected somehow. And those strange white flowers may just be related to the abnormal miasma causing this expansion. So, I need you, Missy, and our brilliant proxy friend here to join me. Of course, as payment, I'll give you the exact coordinates where your brother was last seen. I spotted him right at the edge of that new area.
All right, I'll do it.
That's a decisive answer. What about you, Proxy?
Pero la salud de Sungwang.
I want to say yes, but Xiaoguang's health. Yishuan Shifu warned us more than once not to let her get near anything that could trigger the Qingming sword again.
I'm fine, Junior. You tested me before, remember? My memory's perfectly normal. I've already asked Senior Fufu and the others. None of them have found any trace of my brother. This might just be my best shot.
I understand where you're coming from, but this is too risky. I need to think it over. Miss Zhao, what if it's me and a few other Yunquei Summit disciples who go with you instead of Xiaoguang?
Not an option. Observing the connection between that hollow area and the Qingming sword is part of my research. My terms are non-negotiable. Looks like you two aren't exactly on the same page yet. That's all right. I'm patient. I can wait. And don't worry, I never force a deal. So, if you decide you do want to work with me, come and find me at the cable car station. I'll be waiting there for your good news. Proxy, you're smart, I can tell. I'm sure you'll make the most reasonable choice.
Zhao se marcha, no sin antes lanzarte una mirada enigmática. Antes de que puedas descifrar esa mirada, Sungwang comienza a hablar con cierta urgencia.
I know you still have concerns, but this lead means everything to me. Don't worry, if Yishuan Shifu finds out and punishes us, I'll take full responsibility. Please, I need this.
Lo que temo no es el castigo, sino el efecto secundario de esta exploración que pueda provocar en ti.
I don't care if I get punished. What matters to me is your health condition. We know too little about the Qingming sword. We can't take blind risks.
You know, before my brother left, I think I heard him say something. He said he'd save me. So I think maybe that's why he left without telling anyone why. Maybe it's because of me. But here I am, pretending nothing happened. Stuck here in safety, waiting, praying, doing nothing. I don't want to be the fragile doll hiding in a glass house everyone keeps locked away anymore. I want to give something back, to use my strength to protect the people who've always protected me. I want to return the warmth and love I've received with my own hands.
All right. If you've already made up your mind, I'll respect that. You have my word.
Thank you. Really, thank you. To be honest, I've been meaning to tell you that you're really special to me. Maybe it's the sword, but everyone, my brother and all the people at Yunquei Summit, they all treat me like I'm made of glass. I know they mean well, but it makes me feel guilty and trapped. But you listen to me. You stand up for me. You make me feel respected, even when everyone else thinks I'm being reckless. That means more to me than I can ever say.
No need to thank me, but promise me one thing. Whatever happens in the Hollow, promise me you'll put your own safety first.
I promise.
And about what you said, that you don't want to be the one who always needs protecting. Honestly, I've never thought of myself as your protector. You're way too strong for that, Senior. I'm just accompanying you, that's all. No matter what you decide to do, Just know that I'll be by your side. That's a promise. Will you promise me that too? So whenever I look over, I know you'll be there?
Yes, I promise. Whenever we turn around, whenever we look over our shoulders, we'll always see each other there. Pinky promise.
Jungwon vuelve a extender el meñique, esta vez sin dudarlo. Sus ojos brillan y la punta de su dedo es cálida y firme. Entrelaza los meñiques, cerrando ese pacto que parece ser más solemne que un juramento. Entonces vamos ahora mismo a buscar a la señorita Sao. Pero hay algo que me no cuadra. El hecho de que la señorita Sao, que, está afiliada a Krampus, fuera quien trajera la noticia de la expansión anómala de la cavidad Lemnia. Krampus, o más bien Tops, ¿realmente se preocuparía tanto por los saltos de Fireman? Es posible que Sao también nos esté ocultando algo. ¿Tú crees? Ahora que lo pienso, escuché a Dialin y al maestro Ban Yue decir que la señorita Sao estaba en una misión importante. ¿Esa misión podría estar relacionada con la expansión de la cavidad Lemnia? Pero eso no es solo una suposición. Mejor le preguntaré a la señorita Sao cuando tenga la oportunidad. Recuerdo que la señorita Sao dijo que nos reuniríamos cerca de la estación del teleférico. Vamos para allá ahora mismo. ¿Qué traerá la cavidad Lemnia a este lugar? Aunque todavía no es visible, algo está cambiando en el interior de la cavidad. ¿Te refieres a que se está haciendo más grande? Sí, nuestros ojos pueden engañarnos, pero los datos nunca. Tengo la sensación de que se aproxima algo grande. Sin embargo, antes de eso...
I knew it! You came after all. I just knew you'd make the right choice.
Before we go, there's one thing I want to ask you.
Go on.
You said you wanted to investigate because you detected signs of the hollow expanding. But you're from Tops, aren't you? I mean, would Tops really care about what happens to Phylum Heights? No matter what goes wrong here, it wouldn't really affect you, would it?
It's only natural you'd think that way, Missy. The moment you learned I work for Tops, you'd start assuming that everything I do is for their benefit. And honestly, that's not entirely wrong. But like I said before, I'm with Krampus Compliance Authority. Krampus does operate under Tops, sure. But our duty is to audit, judge, and enforce the rules. Those useless clowns Tops sent to Phylum Heights before were our judgment targets. So please, don't lump me in with them. Besides, the bigger an organization gets, the messier its internal politics become.
So what you're saying is...
Don't forget, Krampus is the one managing Phylum Heights now. No matter what happens, I have to take responsibility for my work. Like I told you before, in this world, everything comes down to one thing: equivalent exchange. We've taken so much from Phylum Heights. It's only fair we take responsibility for protecting it, too. Smart people don't take without giving back. In contrast, Yunhui Summit's shining prodigy and current keeper of the Qingming Sword, dear Miss Ye Shunguang here, seems to have a much more honest reason for joining the investigation. All for her brother, right? Oh my! Who would have thought? Turns out a tops businesswoman like me cares more about Phylum Heights than Yunquay Summit does.
Of course we care about Phylum Heights. But at the moment, the only sign of hollow expansion comes from your readings. Besides, most hollows grow at a gradual pace. That doesn't prove anything yet.
You've done your research, I see. But according to my data, Lemnian Hollow's expansion rate is way beyond normal. Still, we won't know the truth until we go in and take a look ourselves. Don't worry. Once we're inside, I'll point out to you exactly where I last saw Mr. Yeshu Yuan. So, let me summarize the main mission objectives once more. Enter the mysterious new area in Lemnian Hollow. Investigate the expansion and the abnormal miasma activity, and determine the cause. To achieve this, I'll need the help of the most skilled proxy in New Eridu to guide my way. I'll also need the Qingming Sword's keeper to use the blade and resonate with the white flowers so I can figure out the relationship with the miasma's abnormal behavior. No time to waste. Let's head out now.
Ah, por cierto, señorita Sao, esta operación fue algo que la Junior Bell y yo decidimos hacer en secreto, sin decírselo a nadie. Si es posible, espero que pueda mantener esto en secreto. Tranquila, no soy idiota. Haré lo que más me convenga. Contarle tus asuntos al Pináculo Yunquay no me beneficia en nada. Solo tengo un objetivo, investigar la expansión de la cavidad y el fenómeno del miasma anómalo. Y en cuanto a ti, Proxy, sé que puedes entrar en la cavidad a través de ese pequeño bankbook tuyo para completar tu trabajo de Proxy. Pero esta nueva área de la cavidad Lemnia es muy peculiar, prácticamente está desierta. Si no nos acompañas, probablemente no podremos encontrar el camino a seguir. No te preocupes, entraré. Bien, en cuanto a la cuestión de tu seguridad, con la portadora de la espada Qingming y conmigo a tu lado no deberías preocuparte demasiado.
I checked around a bit. This place used to be an old porcelain mine. It's where they used to process lumite ore. If we keep going forward, we'll probably reach the main mining area.
Sun Wang se detiene de repente y mira hacia la funda de la espada Qingming.
That's strange. Did the Qingming sword just move? Or was it just my imagination?
What's wrong? Did the sword react to something? It's not affecting you, is it? Maybe we should go back for now and double check.
Don't worry. I just felt like the sword resonated with some kind of energy here.
Looks like the sword really is connected to this area somehow.
Abnormal miasma detected in this area.
Something's definitely wrong. The miasma around here feels different from what we've seen before.
You mean the miasma here feels unusually thick?
No es una cuestión de concentración.
It's not about the concentration of the miasma, but it's giving off an unsettling feeling.
According to my previous investigation, this area is an abandoned mining site that was shut down a long time ago. Before you defeated that creature controlled by the Creator, there wasn't even an entrance here. Clearly, this is an area lost to time. A no man's land. Okay then, that's enough intel sharing for now. Your brother's last known location is that way, and I've sent you the exact coordinates. The sector I'm investigating lies in the opposite direction, so we'll split up for now. We can meet up again once you finish investigating Yeshu Yen's trail.
Huh? We're not going together? Based on what Junior Bell said, this place sounds dangerous. It'd be safer to stick close.
According to the principle of equivalent exchange, I give you leads on Yeshu Yuan, and you help me with my investigation. Nowhere in our deal does it say I have to babysit your investigation. Or are you trying to get me to work for free, Missy?
Pues, ¿qué quieres? ¿Una calificación de 5 estrellas?
No, that's not what I mean.
You've got it wrong. Xiaogong is just worried about your safety. Sticking together is definitely safer, given how strange this area is.
Well then, you don't have to worry about me. I am Krampus's most successful judge, the only one without a single failed mission on her record, and the holder of the title, the Unbeaten Legend. You two should probably focus on yourselves. Go handle your mission, and we'll meet up at the dock later. Just don't keep me waiting too long.
Sao se marcha sin darles la oportunidad de detenerla.
Since she's so capable, I guess she'll be fine, right? Okay then, let's follow the coordinates and start from the warehouse. The warehouse is right over there. Let's hurry up.
Ajá. Cuando no está en el estado de claridad mental, Dongguan puede acumular poder de la espada al tener 6 puntos de poder. Si no está en el estado de claridad mental, mantén pulsado ataque o esquive para pasar a ser el personaje en reserva, a ser el personaje en el campo de batalla. ¿Ok? Ejecutar la técnica de entrada al combate, iluminación, entrar en el estado de claridad mental y activar veloterio. Predicto en el estado de claridad mental. Dongguan usa habilidades más poderosas.
This place feels so dangerous. Why would my brother ever come here?
He must have had his reasons. Once we find him, we'll know for sure.
Him? Guess I'll just have to ask him myself when we meet.
Let's head out. This way.
Wait, am I seeing a bamboo in front of the warehouse?
Ride the wind.
Miasma anomaly is increasing.
I can't believe there's an active bamboo in this no man's land. Shit, did it just mention the abnormal miasma? It's just like Miss Zhao said. Let's follow it.
Don't worry, I'll make this quick. That bamboo must have gone inside the warehouse. Let's go in.
Recursos dispersos. Oh.
Free as the skies. Where did that bamboo go? Over there.
Necesito encontrar la manera de superar este obstáculo. Espera, siento que hay rastros de miasma en esto. Si se trata de miasma, quizás podría usar la técnica del pináculo Yunki. Las he practicado durante tanto tiempo, por fin tengo la oportunidad de usarlas.
picked up a new perception technique on your own? That's amazing! I knew you were gifted. Give it time and you'll be one of the best and brightest of Yunquay Summit.
Error. Data error detected. Attempting to reorganize data. Full system reboot requested. Data correct. Data correct. Data correct. Error. Data error detected. Attempting to reorganize data. Reboot. Requesting reboot.
Free as the skies. Ride the wind.
Primer instituto de investigación anunciado de contratación. Teniendo en cuenta la escala del nuevo objeto del primer instituto de investigación, así como los crecientes requerimientos de la exploración del hábitat en las cavidades, el primer instituto ha abierto 3 vacantes para investigadores y asistentes de investigador. Área de investigación, teoría y aplicación de la ciencia de materiales, tecnología informática de última generación, marcos conceptual de inteligencia artificial, responsabilidad, ayudar a la dama del albor y al equipo medular del proyecto a completar las tareas de investigación. Requisitos: amplia comprensión de los fundamentos teóricos, experiencia académica relacionada con el área de investigación, sin antecedentes criminales. Se dará prioridad a candidatos con alta compatibilidad de tarea. Se dará prioridad a mecanismos sapiens. Los candidatos deberán pasar una prueba escrita antes de la entrevista.
Free as the skies.
Full system reboot requested.
Alert. Unidentified bamboo detected ahead. Model unknown. Not listed in any new Eridu official databases.
Whoa.
Risk advisory. High-level intelligence data construct detected within the target. Its data structure bears partial resemblance to samples in the database, but no full match found. Please proceed with caution.
Error. Data error detected. Attempting to reorganize data.
Whoa! This little guy can speak the universal language! Is it talking to itself? Or did its language module glitch out?
Seems kinda weird. Let's listen to what it has to say first.
Reorganizing. Data. Integrating. Hey, friends over there! I can see you. It's nice to meet you. My name is Lockspring. As you can tell, I'm a Bangbu that's a little faulty.
What are you doing all alone in a place like this? Did you get lost?
I must apologize. There's an issue with my memory module, so I'm not even sure why I'm here. When I first became aware, I was already stuck here. I've been wandering around ever since, but haven't found a way out. I even got caught underground for a while. Luckily, I remember the important things. What I am and why I was created. That's enough to keep my mind in order. I was built by one of the first VoidHunters, Lady Sunbringer herself. As you might know, Lady Sunbringer was the chief executive officer of Marcel Group, the very inventor of all Bangbu.
Va pa foto esto. Oops.
I belong to an early series she designed. The High Firepower Combat Bamboo. Model number GU0001. Sadly, that line was discontinued not long after release due to various issues. After all these years, most Bamboo of my model have been scrapped. Perhaps I'm the last of my models still operating in New Eridu.
High firepower combat Bamboo. But lots of Bamboo can help in combat these days, right?
That's true, but I'm not quite the same. Simply put, my firepower was several magnitudes higher. But don't be fooled by how I look now. I was quite formidable in my prime. But do not worry. My combat module has been non-functional for years. I pose no threat to you.
We're not scared or anything. It's just the first time I've heard of this type of Bamboo. I'm kinda curious. What drove Lady Sunbringer to create high firepower combat Bamboo in the first place?
Every Bamboo she made was designed with a purpose. Some were meant to share the burden of human labor. Others, to bring warmth and company.
Lady Sunbringer loved humanity. More than anything ever could.
That's why every Bamboo, no matter the appearance, was made to serve mankind. And for us, the High Firepower Combat Series, that mission, hard-coded deep within our core, is simple and absolute. To protect humanity. I was born to protect. But now, I've lost all the means I once had to fulfill that purpose. So I suppose protecting isn't something I can really talk about anymore. Perhaps my end should be the same as the others of my kind. Buried in some cold scrapyard, quietly forgotten.
Don't say that! We'll get you out of the hollow. And once we do, we'll find someone to fix you up.
It's been far too long. I doubt anyone in New Eridu even remembers my model ever existed, let alone how to repair one. Still, thank you for saying that.
Your model sounds pretty powerful. Why would anyone stop making them?
Perhaps because we were too pricey to maintain. Our failure rate was also much higher than other Bamboo. I'm proof of both. My memory, combat, and even speech modules have all suffered varying degrees of damage. Technically, I should have been scrapped long ago. Yet, somehow, I'm still self-aware. But I've got nowhere else to go. So I just wander through these ruins, day after day.
It's okay. You can come with us. We'll take you out of here. Oh, right. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Yeshengguang, but you can call me Xiaoguang. This is my junior, Belle. We're disciples from Yunkui Summit. We came here looking for my brother and to investigate the anomalies in this area. Right. You mentioned abnormal miasma just now? What did you mean by that?
As a combat Bamboo, I'm quite sensitive to changes in my surroundings. Recently, I've noticed that there have been abnormal changes in the surrounding miasma. It seems to cling to a strange type of white flower, even causing it to mutate. Unfortunately, I was attacked by ethereals before I could observe what the flower's mutation looked like.
White flowers and abnormal miasma. Miss Zhao mentioned the same things before. do you know where we can find these white flowers?
There are plenty of those white flowers nearby. If it's convenient for you, we can head over to that watchtower. It should be the highest point around, and will give us a clear view of the surrounding area.
That's a great idea. Junior, let's head there.
Justo cuando están a punto de partir, la espada Kunming vuelve a mostrar un comportamiento extraño. Pues sentirlo, el poder de la espada parece sentirse atraído hacia ese punto de luz. ¿Existe algún tipo de conexión entre ellos? Una conexión que puedo utilizar a mi favor. Voy a intentarlo.
I didn't think the Qingming sword could do something like that.
Yeah, I'm...
Ooh.
That figure... It's my brother! He really is here!
Wait, over there! Miss Zhao's surrounded by a ton of ethereals!
As expected, there's a ton of those weird white flowers here. Do they all have abnormal miasma clinging to them? Miss Zhao was just chased by a whole bunch of ethereals out of sight. She's all alone. It's too dangerous. But if we go now, what about my brother?
You decide. Whatever you choose, I've got your back.
Thank you. I've decided. I want to help Miss Zhao first. As for my brother, at least now we know he's okay. And besides, you're here with me, right? Together, we'll figure it out. For now, we just can't ignore a friend in danger.
I knew you'd say that. Let's move. Miss Zhao's surrounded, so we'd better help her eliminate some ethereals.
Okay.
Don't worry. You made the right call.
The sword mirrors my heart.
This one looks like trouble.
I'm sensing a weird aura of miasma from it. It's familiar somehow, but... no. Now isn't the time to be thinking about that. We still need to hurry and help Miss Zhao. My blade cuts down evil. My spirit soars in the sky! Let this sword array send you away! Finally! The last of them!
No time to waste. We've got to go help Miss Zhao.
Another one of those obstacles. I'm leaving it to you, Junior. Rolling fast!
Ups, me equivoqué de botón.
Perfect! You've already handled those ethereals.
Momento. Ahora sí, ya volví.
Miss Zhao, are you alright? Are you hurt?
Wait, don't tell me you came here because you were worried about me.
Oh, sí.
We saw you surrounded by a ton of ethereals from the watchtower. We got so worried we ran straight here.
Yeah, we caught sight of her brother earlier, but Xiaoguang gave up chasing him to come help you instead.
I didn't need rescuing, but fine. Since our original deal was that you'd help me with the investigation, seems you're keeping your word, and I like that.
Huh.
And who's this Bangbu?
Oh, this is Luxspring. We met it on the way. It said it's kind of broken, so it's been wandering around here alone.
Hello, Miss Zhao. I'm fairly familiar with this area. Maybe I can be of some use to you. In exchange, I hope you can take me out of this hollow.
A little Bangbu wandering around a place this dangerous alone, huh? That's pretty interesting.
You flatter me. But you're right. I'm not quite like the usual Bangbu. My combat instincts far exceed theirs. Even with my body damaged, my memory core still carries the memory of every battle I fought. That's probably the reason I've managed to survive in a place this dangerous.
That explanation almost sounds too reasonable. Either way, having someone who knows the terrain is useful. Right now, that's our best option. Back to business. I just scouted the area and, as expected, the scent of that abnormal miasma is thick here.
So you also felt it. I was just about to say, these ethereals have this strange miasmic aura about them. It's darker and more sinister than normal miasma. I'm assuming this is what you mentioned before? But the miasma doesn't seem to have a tangible form. I don't think we can clear it out.
I've also been mulling that over. Earlier, I discovered that this abnormal miasma clings to those white flowers.
Right! Luxspring mentioned before that it causes the flowers to mutate.
Mutate. So, that's what's going on. If this little Bangbu's intel is accurate, perhaps we could find the tangible form of this miasma in those mutated flowers and track down the source of the expansion using what we learn. I have a feeling that this all has something to do with the creator.
You mean the creator that Sarah mentioned?
Yep, but that's just my theory. We'll need more proof. Right now, let's just find those mutated flowers. even without this whole mutation thing, these flowers are pretty odd by themselves.
You're right. We've seen them plenty of times deep inside the hollow. But lately, they've begun showing up in Phylum Heights.
In Phylum Heights?
What about Phylum Heights?
Oh, nothing. I mean, it's really strange those flowers would appear in Phylum Heights.
Justo en ese momento, un rugido repentino interrumpe la conversación. Al mirar hacia atrás, un grupo de seres etéreos aparece de repente.
Be careful, everyone!
Hop in anytime.
These ethereals are all soaked in the stench of abnormal miasma.
This one's gonna hurt!
It looks like the Qingming sword is resonating with them. We should look into this.
Weren't you here to find your brother? What, giving up on him already?
I already know my brother's safe. That's good enough for me. For now, I have other things to do.
All done! Punishment time! Winning pieces are
Flip the heavens! Light brings the dawn. Let's head to where the ethereals are coming from. I can feel it. The Qingming sword is guiding me.
So you're not just some dainty little princess. You're much more capable than I thought.
Thank you?
What's this?
Thanks to everyone's combined efforts, production at Factory 3 is back on track. Fellow workers, while we celebrate this progress, Lady Sunbringer once again reminds us of the importance of safety. Always remember the 3 core principles of safe production. Stay diligent in your duties. Strictly manage the duration of hollow operations, and pay close attention to fire safety within the factory and mining areas to prevent accidents before they happen. The Eastern Factory has been attacked by Ethereum. Please stay away from miasma and other corrupted substances. Wear Porcelain anti-corruption gear at all times, and in the event of an ethereal attack, seek shelter in nearby buildings and wait for rescue from a security team.
Here I frost.
Yep. Yeah. Slammer.
Consigue cofres para estar.
Registro de refinamiento de menas de Perselium. Contenido del experimento. A ver, ¿qué tal esto? Características físicas de los extractos de las menas de Perselium refinadas, también conocidas como Perselium. Comprobar la estabilidad y la seguridad. Objetivos del experimento: comprobar la estabilidad y la seguridad de los extractos de menas de Perselium refinadas. Investigadores Félix y Sergey. Registro del experimento. El extracto muestra una reflectividad extremadamente alta bajo la luz común del laboratorio. En próximos experimentos ópticos se recomienda el uso de gafas protectoras. Sergey dice que el nombre de Perselium que se los dio la dama del árbol es extremadamente apropiado. El extracto posee una gran capacidad aislante, es muy maleable, no es inflamable, es resistente a altas temperaturas y se comporta de forma inerte en la mayoría de las pruebas de reacción. Las evaluaciones preliminares indican que se trata de un material no metálico muy estable.
Free as the skies. Through the void.
Wait, is that Miss Carol? What's she doing here?
Free as the skies.
Don't push yourself, Ye Xinguang.
Have a rest, Miss Zhao.
I see. You want to make them descend. I'll do it. As long as they succeed, I'll join you in that audience before then. Now is the most opportune moment. Wouldn't you agree? Even if it means staining my hands with blood, I have to.
That was an illusion formed by miasma? Was that someone you knew?
Yes, that was my teacher, Miss Carol. But why would her illusion appear here?
There are quite a few similar phantoms around here. I've seen several myself. From what I've observed, they're remnants of the people who were once here. Their shapes and voices have been preserved by the miasma in some peculiar way, which allows us to see what's left of them even now.
I've heard miasma can preserve images of people. Looks like it's true after all. There's just no way to tell when that actually happened.
So your teacher, has been here before?
I don't really know. I couldn't completely make sense of what she was saying.
The one your teacher mentioned must be the creator, right? Seems like she knew about this creator a long, long time ago. And your teacher kinda sounded like Miss Sarah from the Exaltists.
Based on everything we've seen so far, the creator's descent would cause a catastrophe. There's no way my teacher would want that. Something's definitely not right here.
You really believe in your teacher that much? People are the most unpredictable, untrustworthy creatures in the world.
I don't think so. Junior Belle knows her teacher far better than some illusion repeating a few random words. If we can't even trust the ones closest to us, what else is there that we can put our trust into?
Ourselves. And only ourselves.
Huh?
It's nothing. Anyway, based on the clues, I think we can be certain now. There's an abnormal miasma in Lemnian Hollow that's causing it to expand, and it's connected to the creator. The anomaly you and Dylan felt before was actually a kind of inhale, like the ocean suddenly retreating before a tsunami hits.
So that means...
Efectivamente, se va a expander la cavidad.
It means a terrifying tsunami is coming. Quite possibly the awakening of the creator.
Sorry, I actually meant to ask earlier. This creator you've been talking about. What it...
The creator is the being worshipped by the Exaltists. They treat it like a god, believing it can give them power and create a whole new world. From what we've gathered, this creator is very likely tied to all the abnormal miasma around us.
I see. So you're talking about the same creator I know of. I've also heard stories about the Exaltists. Sadly, I've lost my combat capabilities now. I apologize that I can't be of much help.
You've already been a huge help, though. You're really familiar with the area, you managed to guide us here, and you showed us the tower.
Sorry to interrupt this touching moment, but to prevent the worst from happening, we'd better hurry and find those mutated flowers.
Right. The Qingming Sword's resonance is growing stronger alongside the presence of abnormal miasma. What we're looking for probably isn't too far ahead. I sense strong abnormal miasma. It's very likely that the special white flower we're looking for is right there.
Ooh.
The sword mirrors my heart. With a pure heart, the sword will follow. The sword mirrors my heart. With a pure heart, the sword will follow. so many white flowers here. Wait, why is there a single black flower mixed in?
¿Qué hace tal flor? A ver.
The white flowers are turning black?
Watch out!
So this is the mutation caused by the abnormal miasma. The white flowers completely turned black. They look even more dangerous now.
Let's keep this advantage.
I'll be fine.
Forget the flowers. The abnormal miasma on these ethereals is even stronger than before. Let's handle this with caution.
Let's hurry up and check those black flowers.
Ride the wind. Free as the skies.
Behind you! Here I cross. Split the heavens! Radiant clouds! Blazing arc! The sword follows my will, and winds howl in the heavens! Split the heavens! Radiant clouds! The Qingming's might rends the heavens! Ride the wind. The blade knows my heart. Proceed! Incoming! The line is drawn. Frost glistens! Split the heavens! Glimmer! Yep. Proceed! Free as the skies.
Just in time.
Here I frost. Radiant clouds. Split the heavens. Heart the ice.
Watch closely. This is the real deal.
Leave it to me. Glimmer. Icy Edge. Shit! My blade cuts down evil. My spirit soars in the sky. What do you need me to do? My turn. Without a trace.
Guía de uso de la IA asistente Knight. Manual de usuario del asistente de investigación inteligente Knight 4 del primer Instituto de Investigación, edición especial, desarrollador Sergey. Knight 4, la cuarta interacción de Knight, a quien seguimos llamando cariñosamente Knight. El código del núcleo de Knight fue escrito personalmente por la Dama del Albor, en un lenguaje extraterrestre que nadie más puede entender. Si tienes alguna idea descabellada sobre modificar la base de datos central, dirígete a la oficina de la Dama del Albor para solicitar los permisos de edición del máximo nivel. Puedes llamar a Knight desde cualquier rincón del instituto que tenga un dispositivo de audio conectado a la red. Solo tienes que pronunciar su nombre con claridad. Estamos trabajando en ajustar el módulo de reconocimiento de voz de Knight para que pueda entender los acentos de humanos, semi-humanos y mecanismos sapientes. Knight puede responder a la mayoría de tus consultas sobre fundamentos teóricos, fórmulas, teoremas y orientación psicológica, pero por favor evita compartir demasiados detalles de tu vida personal con ella, independientemente de la contaminación que esto pueda causar en la base de datos de Knight. Debido a las características de su modelo, no podemos garantizar la protección de tu privacidad. Estas flores negras están emanando constantemente miasma anómalo. Puedes sentirlo, su poder destructivo es increíblemente fuerte, más fuerte que cualquier miasma que hayamos encontrado antes. Si una persona normal se acerca a estas flores negras, no tardará mucho en sufrir la corrupción. Tanto su cuerpo como su mente sufrirán un daño terrible. Estas cosas son demasiado peligrosas, incluso la cavidad. No podemos dejarlas sin vigilancia. ¿Existe alguna forma de deshacernos de ellas? Sungwang, ¿la espada Queenmin está reaccionando ahora? La espada ha estado resonando con algo aquí desde hace rato. Esta espada siempre ha sido algo reactiva al miasma anómalo. Un momento, si usamos el poder de la espada, ¿podríamos limpiar todo este miasma? Sungwang, no puedes usar la espada Queenmin. Antes de que puedas terminar la frase, Sungwang se detiene en seco.
She shouldn't be drawing on the Qingming sword's power.
Los ojos de Sungwang examinan a todos los presentes. Finalmente se detiene en ti, acompañados de una sonrisa ambigua.
What's wrong? You look so surprised. It's not like this is our first meeting. My dear Junior.
The other Xiaoguang from earlier.
Good. I knew you wouldn't forget me.
Se acerca un poco más y sus dedos fríos te acarician suavemente la mejilla. Está tan cerca que casi puedes sentir su suave respiración.
I need to find a chance to give you a proper reward.
En ese instante, Sungwang se detiene como si alguien hubiera pulsado el botón de pausa.
No. I said no, and I meant it. If you touch that sword again, we'll both... Fine, you win. But we won't do it again.
¿Estás hablando con la otra?
Wait, are you talking to Xiaoguang?
You could say that. Sometimes I can feel her. Her will is so strong. It's honestly hard to know how to deal with her. But I do what I can to make sure we survive.
De repente, Sungwang alza la espada.
Blood as the bond. Soul as the vow. Be gone!
Ajá. Tras purificar las flores negras, Sungwang parece haber gastado bastante energía y se notan claros signos de cansancio en su rostro. Se acercan unos pasos hacia ti y de repente, como si se hubieran quedado sin fuerzas, se desploma en tus brazos. La atrapas por instinto, pero te das cuenta de que, sin saber cuándo, Sungwang ya había vuelto a su aspecto original.
Sorry for the trouble, everyone.
That girl was your other half? Interesting. Is it because of the Qingming sword?
I'm not completely sure. Maybe it's the Qingming sword, or maybe it's just something about me.
What? You knew she existed? But you...
Sorry. I did know about her, yes. Sometimes I can even sense what she's doing. But that night, she just appeared out of nowhere and acted so strange toward you. I didn't know how to explain, so I just pretended I didn't know anything. I'm really, really sorry.
It's all right. What worries me more is the Qingming sword. She just used its power. How are you feeling? Everything okay?
Actually, it was my idea too. I thought no matter what, those things had to be purified. She thought it'd be safer if she were the one to do it instead of me. And it's true. She did use the sword's power, but I didn't feel anything at all.
Even so, that's way too dangerous. Don't do this again. You promised me, Xiaoguang. No matter what happens, your safety comes first.
I know. It's just...
Sorry to interrupt, but I feel like I should remind you. See?
Yeah, I felt it too. They're over there.
Brother?
I think I see something over there. Did Senior Ye leave it?
Carta de Shiyuan. Dentro hay una carta de Shiyuan para Suyuan. Y para ti, a ver. Querida Suyuan y Junior Bell, les pido que cuando lean esta carta no intenten volver a encontrarme. Sé que han venido a por mí, pero sintiéndolo mucho, aún no puedo verlas. Especialmente a ti, Sungwan. Porque a veces, cuando las tinieblas te manchan, no puedes volver a limpiarte. No quiero que te veas obligada a afrontar la cruel verdad antes de estar bien preparada. Pero como sea, debes darte cuenta de que la espada Qingming no es un símbolo de la gloria, sino una atadura que está destinada a devorarte. En cuanto a ti, Junior Bell, sé que eres una persona digna de confianza. Es por eso que te encomiendo a mi hermana pequeña. Espero que puedas protegerla, que protejas a la única familia que tengo. En cuanto a mí, hay algo que debo hacer. Tengo que ir a buscar la única posibilidad de destruir esa atadura. Perdónenme por no reunirme con ustedes antes de encontrar ese milagro. Shiyuan.
Do you think Senior Ye left this letter to tell us something? But it feels so vague. kinda hard to figure out what he really meant.
Brother. He's avoiding me. I don't know why he's doing this. There's so much he keeps from me. In his eyes, I'm still that immature kid who needs protecting. But I have grown up. I've gotten stronger. Yet, I'm still not good enough to share everyone's burdens. Sorry, I didn't mean to start rambling about all these heavy things.
If Senior Ye really wanted to disappear for good, we wouldn't have found this letter. The fact that he left clues means he wants to communicate with us, but won't meet us face to face. Maybe there's a reason he has to stay hidden?
You're right. He must have his reasons.
You really do just trust people that easily, huh?
What's wrong with that? Plus, he's not people. He's my brother.
Nothing wrong with that. It's just a common trait of greenhouse flowers. Let's hope he's someone worth trusting then.
Mientras hablan, Cerrosorte, que permanece a su lado, emite de repente un sonido extraño.
Reboot. Requesting reboot. Data corrupted. Data corrupted. Data corrupted.
Oh no. Looks like Lockspring's gotten worse. Should we get it out for repairs soon?
We've pretty much wrapped up here. It's about time we head out. I got something on the abnormal miasma and the hollow expansion, and you've managed to find some clues about your senior. I'd say this trip's been pretty productive. Too bad none of it is exactly good news, though. Let's go. I'll leave the rest to you, Proxy.
Regresan sin contratiempos a los Altos de Fireman.
As expected of a pro, you're way more efficient than I thought, Proxy. All right, let's go over what we know so far. Lemnian Hollow is indeed expanding at an unusual rate. Just like I guessed before, it's because of the abnormal miasma inside. Though it has no tangible form, it clings to those white flowers, mutating them and turning them into black flowers.
Those mutated black flowers spread corruption around it and draw in ethereals. But I can purify them with the Qingming sword.
Correct. You said Phylum Heights had those white flowers too, right? If those also... No, that shouldn't be possible. Theoretically, they can only survive inside the hollow. Anyway, let's...
Antes de que Sao pueda terminar de hablar, Cerrosorte vuelve a emitir un sonido extraño.
Reboot. Full system reboot requested.
Maybe we should take Lockspring in for repairs first?
Yeah, that's probably our bigger problem right now.
You're coming with us, Miss Zhao? I thought you might head back to Krampus.
This little Bangbu knows that area really well. It's worth keeping it with us. Besides, I've got nothing urgent going on. I don't mind tagging along.
So, do you happen to know any shops that fix Bangbu? I'm not even sure where to start.
Vamos a volver al barrio número 6.
I actually do know someone who's really good at fixing Bangbu. He's not in Phylum Heights, but I can try reaching out.
You really can do anything. Having you around is so reassuring. All right then, I'm counting on you.
¿Has oído hablar de un Bangbu de combate alto de poder de fuego? Lo encontré uno en la cavidad. ¿Te refieres a ese Bangbu de combate de alto poder de fuego que de fuego que ya está descatalogado. Dime dónde y voy para allá ahora mismo, en los Altos de Falumen, pero parece que tiene algún problema técnico. Qué casualidad, precisamente estoy aquí en Altos de Falumen por trabajo. Voy ahora mismo a comprobarlo. Espérame y no busques a nadie más. No te preocupes, no buscaré a nadie más. ¿En dónde te espero? He oído que en la tienda Tesoros Ocultos de los Altos de Falumen tienen información sobre ese tipo de bambú de combate de alto fuego de poder. Reunámonos allí. Hola, bienvenidos a Tesoros Ocultos. En esta tienda operamos con honestidad, recolectamos y vendemos artículos raros y valiosos. No duden en echar un vistazo. Sobre el bambú de combate de alto poder, hemos visto que hay cierta información aquí. Bambú de combate de alto poder de fuego, vaya nombre más anticuado. ¿Puedo preguntar por qué están interesados en información relacionada con ese tipo de bambú? De hecho, el pequeño bambú frente a ti es uno de ellos, pero se ha averiado y queremos repararlo. Así que este bambú negro es el legendario bambú de combate de alto poder. No es como me lo había imaginado. Como todos saben, este tipo de bambú ya no se fabrica, y la información relacionada solo se encuentra registrada en el manuscrito original de Manual de Mantenimiento de Bambooks, que se dice fue redactado por la propia Dama del Albor. Por suerte tenemos el manuscrito original en nuestra colección. Puesto que han venido para reparar este bambú tan poco común, nuestra tienda les prestará con gusto el manuscrito original. Pero al fin y al cabo somos comerciantes, y por un objeto tan valioso espero algo a cambio. Es lo justo, nada es gratis en esta vida, mucho menos un manuscrito tan preciado. Dime, ¿qué es lo que quieres? Información sobre las profundidades de la cavidad de la mía, de cualquier tipo. Todas las historias de ese lugar tienen valor para mí. Por supuesto, les ofreceremos una compensación adecuada. ¿Cómo sabes que podemos entrar en la cavidad de la etnia? Como comerciante, es necesario contar con una red básica de inteligencia. ¿No, señorita Sao de Krampus? Parece que este tampoco es un establecimiento cualquiera. Por mí no hay problema. ¿Tú qué opinas, Belle? Yo también acepto. Trato hecho, entonces. Voy a buscar el manuscrito original. Esperen un momento. Si se aburren, pueden echar un vistazo por la tienda. Les aseguro que no se arrepentirán.
I see.
En un instante, el Enzo llega corriendo como un motor a propulsión. Bambú de combate de alto poder de fuego, así que se trata de este pequeñín. Se llama Cerro Sorte, es un bambú muy adorable. Así que te llamas Cerro Sorte. Parece que no estás en tu mejor momento, pero no te preocupes, yo te dejaré como nuevo. También hemos conseguido el manual de mantenimiento de Bambooks. Como era de esperar, tú nunca decepcionas. Me he traído conmigo todas las herramientas. Con este manuscrito original, puedo empezar a reparar este bambú tan singular ahora mismo. ¿Lo vas a arreglar aquí? No te preocupes, ya he hablado con el encargado de esta tienda. Si tienen algo que hacer, ocúpense de ello. Yo tengo que concentrarme en mi trabajo. Les avisaré cuando lo haya arreglado. Enzo desprende pasión por los 4 costados. Hablemos del plan a seguir. Yo ahora volveré a Krampus. Aún tengo que analizar a fondo la información que he obtenido en la cavidad Lepnia. Entonces, Sungwan y yo volveremos al templo. Y nos pondremos al día al resto sobre lo ocurrido en la cavidad. Sí, eso mismo pensaba yo. Nos vemos, señorita Sao. Hasta la próxima. Adiós.
Exclusive antique appraisals workshops available. Reserve your spot now and master the art of authentication.
So what you're saying is, no one can reach the High Preceptor at all?
I'm afraid so. I've tried a few times, but nothing got through to her. I was hoping to report the latest updates.
I tried calling her a few times earlier, too. Yishu and Shifu just won't pick up.
The High Preceptor has always been careful with major matters. She wouldn't cut communication without a good reason. Something must have happened. Still, with her strength, even a VoidHunter from New Eridu couldn't touch her. She's probably just caught up in some trivial matters and can't respond right now.
Something happened to Ishu and Shifu?
We can't get in touch with her at the moment, but you needn't worry. More importantly, what's with you two? Running around all flustered like that, completely undisciplined.
El maestro Lu frunce el ceño y su mirada se posa primero en Sungwan para luego dirigirse hacia ti con cierta frialdad. Por alguna razón, a pesar de que le está hablando a la Chifu, sientes que en realidad te culpa a ti por ser una mala influencia para ella.
Sorry, Elder Lu. There's something important we need to tell everyone.
Junto con Sungwan, informan a los miembros del Pináculo Yonkui sobre lo que han presenciado en la cavidad. Les cuentan todo lo relacionado con la expansión sigilosa de la cavidad Lepnia, la aparición del miasma anómalo y el fenómeno de las flores blancas aparentemente inofensivas que se tornan negras.
So it really is true. Something's wrong with Lemnian Hollow.
That doesn't sound good.
We think so too. Which is why we should probably talk things through and decide what to do next.
So you entered the Hollow on your own.
I'm sorry, Elder Lu. I finally found a clue to my brother's whereabouts. I had to see it for myself.
Lu no parece estar escuchando a Sungwan, sino que te mira fijamente a ti. Sungwan, sí, hermana.
I told you before, I hoped your presence would be a good thing for her, not this. Not encouraging her to take pointless risks.
It's not her fault. This was my idea. If you're going to blame someone, blame me. I was being reckless.
Yisheng, you're the last person who gets to act on impulse. You must remember that. The Qingming Sword's wielder is Yunque Summit's most vital and irreplaceable asset. Nothing can be allowed to happen to you. If your actions bring shame to Yunque Summit, can you take responsibility for that?
I'm sorry.
Oye, bájale un poco a tu tono.
If I may be blunt, Elder Lu, are you actually concerned about Senior Xiaoguang, or just about the title of the Qingming Sword's wielder?
What are you implying? Yisheng Guang is the wielder of the Qingming Sword, and that won't change.
What I'm saying is, you don't really care what she thinks, do you? You just want the Qingming Sword's wielder to do as they're told and stay under your thumb. And Senior Xiaoguang isn't some asset. She's a real person, with her own feelings, her own will. If Yunque Summit's so-called honor can only stand on her suffering, maybe we're the ones who need to take a hard look at ourselves.
El aire se congela por un instante. Sun-Wan te mira atónita, como si no esperara que dijeras algo así. Fu y Pan Jin-Hu están visiblemente inquietos y quieren aliviar la tensión, pero no saben qué decir. Sin embargo, en ese preciso momento, tu teléfono móvil suena.
I apologize if it's bad timing, everyone. I've been made aware of what's been happening with Lemny and Hollow, and thanks to Bell for the intel, of course. I've also gathered some leads through various channels. For now, I'd like you all to remain calm and refrain from taking any rash actions. I've already sent a team of professionals to investigate. We should have concrete data soon. Now, any other questions?
Mr. Mayor, is Yixuan Shifu with you? We haven't been able to reach her lately, and we're starting to get a little worried.
Yishin? She reported some info about Phylum Heights earlier, then said she had other matters to attend to and left.
I see. Maybe Shifu ran into something on her way. In that case, we won't keep you any longer, Mr. Mayor.
El alcalde se despide de ustedes y cuelga el teléfono. Huh.
That's enough for today. Since the mayor's made his call, we'll hold our position and wait. I shall continue my attempts to contact the High Preceptor. It is past time she returned to keep certain unruly disciples in line.
Lu te lanza una última mirada de disgusto antes de irse. Fu y Pan Jin-Hu les dedican unas palabras de consuelo y se marchan también. Por su parte, Sun-Wan te hace una seña con los ojos y la sigues hasta su habitación.
Thanks for standing up for me just now. I guess I've always known. Elder Lu and probably a lot of people at Yunque Summit, what they really care about is the title of the Qingming Sword's wielder. To them, it doesn't matter who actually holds the sword. And that's fair. The Qingming Sword is Yunque Summit's most precious treasure. I still don't quite understand why it chose someone as ordinary as me.
Xiaoguang, don't doubt yourself. Even without the title, you deserve to be respected and heard. Everyone does.
Okay. Sorry for making you worry over something so small. Right now, what really matters is Lemny and Hollow.
The mayor just said we should lay low for now, remember? So, let's relax a bit. You don't have to carry the whole world on your shoulders, you know? Trusting your companions is part of the job, too.
Yeah, you're right.
Ya que tenemos la oportunidad, ¿qué tal si salimos a dar una vuelta?
It's rare to get a moment like this. How about we go out for a walk?
Sure. I've been wanting to go out for a walk with you anyway. Mind if I change first? I'll wear that outfit you saw last time. looked nice in this outfit last time, so... let's go check out the market now.
Uy.
Xiaoguang, you seem to love sweets. I've heard the Tong Sweet Shop here is pretty good. Want to give it a try?
That sounds nice. I hope they have some osmanthus flavored desserts. I really love those.
No need to stress so much. Let's take a breather. Getting to know Phylum Heights is part of protecting it too.
It's getting dark. Are you hungry?
Bienvenidos, estimadas clientas. Estamos celebrando una cata para mejorar el sabor de nuestros pasteles dulces. ¿Les interesaría participar? ¿Una cata para mejorar el sabor de los pasteles dulces? ¿Eso significa que nosotros modificaremos la receta para crear nuevos sabores? Así es. Pueden usar los ingredientes de la tienda o traer los suyos. Si logran crear un nuevo sabor que se haga popular, obtendrán una generosa recompensa. Sungwan, ¿quieres probar? Yo primero probaré los pasteles dulces del puesto. La textura es muy suave y el aroma es perfecto, pero ¿no te parece que está un poco soso? Parece que tienes la debilidad por los pasteles dulces. Este pastel lleva bastante azúcar roca. Tanto que otros clientes nos han dicho que les parece demasiado azucarado. ¿Sí? Entonces debe de ser cosa mía, aunque acabas de decir que lleva azúcar roca. Se me ha ocurrido una forma de mejorar el sabor. Espéreme un momento, hermano. Junior Sungwan se da la vuelta y se va corriendo. Al cabo de un rato regresa con una bolsa de dulces y otra de osmanto seco. Además, a su lado se encuentra una vieja amiga, nada menos que Reed, la empleada de buenos bienes. La señorita Reed me ha dado unos cuantos caramelos de osmanto y osmanto seco. Con estos ingredientes seguro que podré hacer un pastel de osmanto. Así que en Buenos Bienes también venden caramelos de osmanto. Los vendía hace mucho tiempo, pero ya no, aunque como me encantan estos caramelos, sigo guardando algunos para mí. Como la señorita Sungwan las necesita, les di algunos y también un poco de osmanto seco que tenía en casa y que parece que les vendría bien. He oído que están organizando una cata de sabores de pasteles dulces. Ojalá pudiera probar uno con sabor a caramelos de osmanto. Eso es justo lo que iba a intentar. Pues estoy deseando ver el resultado. Por cierto, últimamente han aparecido unas flores blancas que nunca había visto en los altos de Phalimen. Son bastante bonitas. Me pregunto si se podrán usar para hacer caramelos o dim sum. ¿Te refieres a esas extrañas flores blancas? Podrían ser peligrosas. Será mejor que no te acerques a ellas. Oh, sí. Entendido. Gracias por avisar. Después de advertir a Red sobre los posibles riesgos de las flores blancas, Sungwan finalmente comienza a preparar el pastel de osmanto con destreza. Torpemente la sigues para ayudarla, pasándole los utensilios y midiendo la harina. Poco después, la primera tanda de pasteles de osmanto queda lista. El delicado aroma del osmanto envuelve el puesto de crema dulce. Eleanor es la primera en probar un bocado. Vaya, el sabor del pastel de osmanto que has preparado es totalmente digno de convertirse en un éxito de ventas. Si te parece bien, ¿qué tal si lo ofrecemos como el especial del día y lo vendemos al precio de coste para que todos puedan probarlo? ¿De verdad está tan bueno mi pastel de osmanto? Por supuesto que sí, mira, ya hay clientes acercándose. ¡Hey, Eleanor! ¡Qué delicia estás preparando hoy en tu puesto! Huele tan bien que se me hace agua a la boca. Es el pastel de osmanto mejorado de mi clienta. ¡Pruébenlo, pruébenlo! Este pastel de osmanto está realmente bueno y huele delicioso. Sus elogios se expanden rápidamente como las ondas de una piedra arrojada a un lago y atraen a más clientes curiosos. Nosotros también queremos esos pasteles que huelen tan bien. Pónganos uno a cada uno, porfa. Este pastel de osmanto me recuerda a mis sabores preferidos de cuando era joven. Impresionante, jovencita. Cada vez más gente se acerca atraída por el aroma hasta formar una larga fila frente al puesto de crema dulce. Sungwan se siente un poco abrumada, pero su rostro irradia un brillo inusual. Así que así se siente. Las cosas que hago pueden hacer felices a los demás, y cuando los veo felices yo también me siento feliz. Esta felicidad tan cotidiana es maravillosa, espero que nunca se acabe. Muy pronto los pasteles de osmanto hechos por Sungwan se agotan. Eleanor no puede dejar de sonreír y se empeña en darle todos los ingresos del día a Sungwan, pero esta lo rechaza con una sonrisa. Muchísimas gracias por haberme enseñado a preparar esos dulces tan populares y por compartir la receta conmigo. Tus manos tienen el poder de hacer feliz a la gente. Soy yo quien debería darte las gracias. Te agradezco que me hayas dado esta oportunidad. Así que a la gente realmente le gustan los dulces que hago. Por supuesto, con lo deliciosos que están, deberías confiar más en ti misma. Gracias, bueno, nosotras también deberíamos irnos. Hasta la próxima. Sungwan y Eleanor se despiden con un gesto de la gesto de la mano. Miras la hora y de repente recuerdas algo. Sungwan, ven conmigo, es el momento perfecto para llevarte a un lugar. Está bien.
This direction. Where are you taking me?
It's a nice place. You'll see soon enough.
Apóyame en Streamloots. https://.
Nice spot, right? I stumbled upon it by accident. It's the best place in all of Phylum Heights to watch the sunset.
Wow. It's so beautiful. It feels like a living painting. Just looking at it makes me happy. Come to think of it, I've never really taken a good look at Phylum Heights before. I didn't realize it was this breathtaking. It'd be such a shame if this were to disappear. Actually, I have something I want to share with you as well, Junior.
Aquí. Ahí va otra foto.
It's the osmanthus cake we made together. I saved a little just for you.
Oh, there's still some osmanthus cake left? I thought it was all sold out.
Yeah, this was from the first test batch, so I kept it. I wanted to share it with you.
Actually, I've been wanting to try it ever since I caught that sweet osmanthus scent earlier. Don't mind if I do.
What do you think? How does it taste?
It's even better than before. No wonder business was booming. You're really good at making desserts, Xiaoguang. If I had to say, it's still a little too sweet, but that's no big deal. I think it's delicious.
I probably added too much sugar. I'll make sure to adjust the sweetness next time. Oh, right! I should let everyone at Yunquay Summit try it too. I'll make some more once we're back at Swabian Temple. I wonder if Miss Zhao would like some osmanthus cake.
I heard Dylan say that Miss Zhao actually prefers meat.
Oh, really? Then I'll make something else for her.
Wow, Xiaoguang. It feels like you really know how to make everything. You're amazing.
It's how I kept myself occupied when I had nothing to do back on the mountain. I'd love for you to try my cooking too. But I gotta figure out all your preferences and tastes first.
Compartes alegremente el pastel de osmanto con Sungwan. Ella come despacio y a veces se le queda un poco de miel dorada de osmanto en las comisuras de los labios, como como un animalito satisfecho. Así, entre risas y charlas, contemplan cómo cae el último rayo del sol del atardecer, mientras la profunda noche, como una suave manta de terciopelo, cubre silenciosamente el mundo entero.
It's getting late. Time to head back. Come to think of it, Xiaoguang's osmanthus cakes have always been on the sweeter side. Maybe she just really loves sweets. I guess we just have different tastes. Hey, Xiaoguang. What's going on? You're not thinking of doing anything dangerous, right?
I'm fine. It's just, I felt so happy earlier today. So happy it almost feels unreal. I couldn't sleep. Everyone in Phylum Heights seems happy too. That's wonderful. I just wish they can stay that way forever. Belle, can I ask you something?
Ask away. I'll tell you anything I can.
What if... It's just a what if, okay?
A ver.
What if we knew an abyss was ahead? Should we still keep going? Sorry, it's a weird question, right? I just had a nightmare where I fell into a bottomless pit. It's okay if you don't want to answer.
But I do kinda want to answer. Since we're not doing anything right now, how about I tell you a story?
Oh.
When I was really little, there was this cliff near where I used to play a lot. I used to love leaning over the edge just to look down. The bottom was filled with these pretty flowers. I loved those flowers, but the cliff was super high, so I was always scared. Until one day, I slipped and fell off it. And guess what? Nothing happened. Turns out the bottom was just this soft, squishy patch of grass. My butt hurt a little, but that was it. And I finally got to see those flowers up close. I remembered that for years, thinking I'd just gotten lucky. But when I went back there as an adult, I realized that cliff was barely even a hill, just a dirt slope I'd totally exaggerated as a kid. Sometimes, what we think is a bottomless abyss, in hindsight, might not turn out to be bottomless at all. You'll never know unless you take that first step forward.
Oh.
So, if you ever feel unsure, just keep moving forward. Things could turn out to be different than you expected. You never know.
I get it now. Thank you, once again.
Huh? What'd you just say? I didn't quite catch that.
I said thank you, and sorry for making you worry again. I'm all grown up now, and I still get scared by nightmares about falling. It's kind of embarrassing.
Don't worry, I'll catch you.
Bajo el alero, abres los brazos hacia Sungwen, quien se encuentra en el tejado. Ella te mira algo sorprendida.
Don't be fooled by how I look, okay? Ever since I joined Yunquei Summit, I've actually been secretly training a lot. Catching you is no problem at all.
Oh. Qué hermosa amistad.
So next time you have that nightmare, just tell yourself, no matter what happens, I'll be there to catch you. You won't have to be afraid anymore.
Junior. Okay, I won't be afraid. When I have that nightmare again, I know you'll be there. I believe you'll catch me. I know that as long as you're by my side, I can do anything, even touch the sun. Actually,
Sungwan se queda paralizada por un instante y entonces una escena familiar vuelve a ocurrir. El cabello oscuro de Sungwan se vuelve blanco como la nieve. Es la otra Sungwan. Ella sonríe y sin dudarlo salta hacia abajo. El impacto que esperabas no ocurre. Sungwan es muy ligera, como un pájaro o una hoja de un árbol, y como tal flota hasta tus brazos. La suave fragancia de su cabello te roza la nariz.
we meet again, my dear Junior.
Xiaoguang was just about to tell me something.
Is that so? What a coincidence. You wanted to know what's been bothering her, right? Then listen carefully. Let me tell you the secret of the Qingming sword. Inside the Qingming sword, there are two mysterious forces, both equally powerful and destructive. The two are constantly battling. Think of them as two duelists locked in an endless fight. And when two people fight that long, they start damaging everything around them. If that destructive energy seeps out, it can lead to disaster beyond imagination. Judging by the power of those two forces, if they ever broke free, the outcome could be a catastrophe on par with the fall of the old capital. So, what do we usually do in this situation? We bring in a third party, a mediator, someone to keep things from falling apart. The third presence maintains the balance, absorbs the overflowing energy, and ensures the world outside remains safe. And this is precisely why that third person gains unmatched power.
Ah.
Wait, you don't mean...
You're smart. I bet you've already figured it out, huh? That's correct. Every wielder of the Qingming sword is that mediator. The true nature of the Qingming sword's power is built on sacrifice. Each sword wielder gives up their life, their strength, their everything, to contain those two raging forces, to shield the outside world from being affected. In other words, without the sword wielder to bear that burden, the rest of the world would pay the price instead. So no, Xiaoguang will never give up this sword. Because that would mean putting the world in danger. How could little Miss Perfect, always so eager to protect everyone, have the heart to just walk away and let it all burn? She'd rather break herself than let anyone else get hurt.
I had no idea.
Because it's a secret. Not even Yixuan knows. All they ever do is repeat the same empty words. Find the next wielder for the sword. Uphold the honor of Yunquei Summit. That's why I told you before. The more noble the excuse, the uglier the truth behind it. It's not the kind of truth you can share with everyone, right? The so-called hero from the very beginning is really just a sacrifice.
Allah.
But why are you telling me this?
Because I want you to save me. I'm asking for your help. Your precious Senior Xiaoguang will want to save everyone. She'll keep using the Qingming sword, even if it means she needs to sacrifice herself. But I want to live. I don't care about other people's lives, just as they've never cared about mine. The only way to save us is to stop her from using the Qingming sword's power. Of course, if you could convince her to give up the sword, that'd solve everything once and for all.
Zhongguan se acerca un poco más a ti y con la punta de sus dedos suaves y fríos te levanta delicadamente el mentón. Al susurrarte al oído, su aliento cálido te roza la piel y te incita a sentir ante todo lo que dice.
You'll help me, won't you? If not for me, then for your sweet Senior Xiaoguang.
Of course I want to help you both, but I can't just give you my word right now. This isn't something you promise lightly. At the very least, I need to talk to her first.
Did I ever tell you? I like how adorable you look when you're serious. Which is precisely the problem. She loves you, you know. The same way she loves Yixuan, her brother, and all her precious little friends. No. Maybe even more than that. But love is a curse, a trap. Something cold and damp that seeps into your bones. Love will be the end of me. Oopsie, seems like I've said too much. Anyway, to show my sincerity about asking for your help, I'll answer one question. Just one. So, tell me, my dear Junior, what do you want to know?
¿Qué tipo de relación tienes con Zhongguan?
I've always wanted to ask, what exactly is your relationship with Xiaoguang? You claim you're one, yet the two of you couldn't be more different.
You've seen the dark-haired Ye Shiyuan, right? I was the same. It's a gift we were both born with. But, unlike my brother and his other self, my existence isn't just about looking different. Because Ye Shengguang never wanted to just be the perfect Qingming sword keeper, the well-behaved junior everyone expected. She wants to live, just like any other ordinary person. I'm that side of her, the part that's wild, human. I'm her instincts, her desires, her humanity, the side she keeps trying to suppress. Surprised, huh? Obviously, from the outside, I look more like what you'd call a divine being. Humans are so good at turning what they don't understand into gods. Too bad I'm neither divine, nor interested in being worshipped. If being sacrificed is my destined path, and death is supposed to be the end, then I'll fight it. No one gets to decide my fate, Not that damned Qingming sword, and not that sanctimonious Yunquei summit. Well then, I suppose our little midnight rendezvous ends here. Until next time, my dear Junior.
Don Guante dirige una última mirada profunda. Tienes la sensación de que quiere decir algo más, pero se queda en silencio. Entonces, la hermana vuelve a su forma original. ¿Me he quedado dormida? Ya es tarde. Junior, deberías ir a descansar. Buenas noches. Acá. Ay. What the Ya es tarde, no te desveles, vete a dormir. Vale. Ahora sí, vamos a darle fin al stream. Ya está todo vacío en todos los streams. Pues, ¿qué se le va a hacer? En fin, hasta luego.